Did someone in the chat really write, Swiss, you're not from America. Why are you celebrating our holiday? Are you actually serious? Do you have a copyright on Thanksgiving? Oh, I got echo. Echo Chamber, everybody, welcome back to the channel and another Swiss01 live stream. I've just done all the preparations that we need to do in order to fulfill this stream successfully. Everybody, it is Thanksgiving, which honestly, as someone who is not from America land, I don't really know what that even means. You give thanks out, I think, so thank you. Thank you, too. I think it's about harvesting and all that stuff. So, everybody, this right here is the Boeing 747-200F, and we're doing some interesting things today. First of all, something we're doing is using an X-Plane 12, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at Key West in North America, and something I would always like doing here in X-Plane is actually zooming out to space. Yeah, we are Key West, maybe not the most appropriate airplane or port for this airplane. We're on board the Boeing 747-200F, a plane from the 1960s. Well, that's when it was designed. Yeah, so this is the new one, the new airplane, and you know, it gets a bit scary when you're in the actual cockpit here, because this is a big cockpit. It's got a flight engineering panel, so we will use that today. So let's go ahead and actually just already start. We can turn on the APU right now, and as you can see, that is on. We can see the fuel valve going. We can see everything else going. Is there a lag? Serious? Why was there a lag a second ago? Is the loading animation an add-on? No, actually, I made the loading animation myself. Dude, what happened there with the lags, dude? My internet is really crap nowadays. Is it back? Is the lag gone? Stop complaining. Now, today's stream, since it is Thanksgiving and I wanted to maybe fly this airplane because it's vintage, because it's interesting, in a live stream, today we're transporting 1,104 turkeys, exactly to the count. And I'm wondering, and I'm asking you this, everybody. I'm really asking you this. How much do you reckon 1,000... Oh, come on, let me go through the trapdoor. How much do you reckon this weighs? We've got 1,104 turkeys on board. And don't you dare ask ChatGPT. They're already pre-served as well. How much do you think that costs? I like how it kind of sinks into the ground as well. We're just going to ignore that. 1,100 and... What is it again? 1,104. How much is that? How many turkeys do you... Now, how much weight is that? I'm having a shim stream. That looks good. Yeah, no, this is an AI-generated 3D model. I actually have to start doing this very frequently. I just download AI-generated 3D models, and this thing looks all right. What do you think? So, how much cargo do you think this is? What could that be? 2 kilograms. Well, that's per turkey, but not 1,000. About 1 to 2 Americans, that's probably right. And someone ChatGPT'd Frick Mobile. Yeah, it's around 9,000 kilograms roundabout, depending on, yeah, it probably won't be as much, though. I think a whole turkey weighs that much, but not like the pieces that we have here, nicely basted. So everybody, my friends, of transporting around a lot of sodium and starch. This right here is the 747-200 Foxtrot to 200F, and for some reason the APU hasn't started up because this is broken. Come on, turn on. Yeah, now it is turning on. We didn't need to do that twice. We've turned it on, and we can see the exhaust temperature on the auxiliary power unit increasing. This is wonderful. So, yep, we can even see some of that exhaust gas coming out right there. The 747 is fat now. So, yeah, it is 8 tons of turkey. Turkey mentioned. Merhaba. Anyway, the thing is, and this is interesting... Hold on, let me show you guys something here. We can set up cargo to load 9,000 kilograms, which is practically nothing for this airplane. It is genuinely, we're not flying around with much. We could literally carry 10 times the amount of stuff. It's just that I guess, we're transporting around just fat and meat. And we could carry like 10 times that much in terms of weight. It's just that the 747F, it runs out of space first before it runs out of carryable weight. But the thing is, that depends on whether you're carrying pure gold. Then you have a bit of a problem. 127,000 euro. What do you mean by that? Swiss, I'm hungry. Yeah, well, this is just a 3D model. You get hungry by a 3D model? What an idiot. Alright, so let's turn on this airplane here. And yeah, once again, this is a bit of an adventurous flight, mainly because I have no idea how to fly this airplane from the 1960s. Turn the bleed so we can get some nice AC. No, the PAX was the one. APU bleed ain't even working though. We have to turn it on first. Bleed air is working. We can see the EGT going up, and oh my god, the mouse is stuck. Yep, we've got some pressure here, so our turkey is being nicely air conditioned. In case that's helpful. So there's a few things that I'm really unsure about. First of all, well, we have to fly this airplane with a flight management computer. Luckily, we have a bit of a more modern one. We're just going to enter in the route. I just don't think the flap handle is conveniently placed, but that is all right. We're going to use this here to get our flight plan in there. Oh my goodness. We're going to take off from Key West. So, Kilo Echo. Oh no, something is clearly wrong with the textures. This is sometimes a bug that happens. Okay, it's back now. Oh, it's not back. I cannot even actually see anything. I feel like the camera in the X-Plane 12 flight sim is always so rapid. Oh, there we go. Key is that's the V. I want Y, and then I want a W. All right, W for my channel. Key West to Miami. That's where we're flying. God damn it! I need to move the flap panel out of my way. K Maya. Yes, sir. Wonderful. And something we're going to do now is that we're going to tune into ATC. We've got Say Intentions, which works, of course, on the flight sim of X-Plane as well as Microsoft. So let's set up the comms. The ATIS is 119er decimal 675. 119er decimal 675. I'll take it. Okay, something is not working yet. I don't have the radios working. Is there an issue here? Is this the wrong frequency? Nope, it's just not getting it. That's really interesting that it doesn't get it.
Maintenance checks.
Ah, no, it does.
Advise on initial contact. You have information uniform.
Uniform. I don't have anything to write on. Hold
Key
on.
West International Airport. Information uniform. 1753 Zulu. Arriving and departing runway
there
9er. Wind 130 at 7.
Where's my pen?
Visibility 10.
I need my
Sky
pen.
conditions.
Ah, great.
View at 2,000 feet.
Good.
Broken at 8,000 feet.
I'm broken too.
Broken at 10,000 feet.
I get it.
Temperature 26.
26. Wow.
Dew point 23. Altimeter 3004.
3004.
Density altitude 1200 feet. Runway edge lights are currently dimmed for maintenance checks.
That's all right. We don't
Advise
care.
on initial
It's literally
contact. You have
daytime.
information uniform.
Uniform. That's all we actually kind of
Key
need.
West International
So
Airport.
shut up. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to
uniform.
quickly contact
1753
the clearance
Arriving and departing
frequency.
runway
So
9er.
121 decimal
Wind
9er.
130 at 7.
Ah,
Visibility
decimal 9er,
10.
please.
Sky conditions.
They need to really change
View
that
at
voice a
2,000
little bit.
feet.
They need to have a little bit of
Broken at
alternation, you know.
8,000
I feel
feet.
like they should do
Broken
that.
at 10,000 feet.
All right, 121 decimal 9er. Let's try that. Key West clearance, good day. Atlas 001 at stand 2. Request IFR clearance to Miami with information uniform. I don't know what the actual call sign of the Atlas airline is. I've never really flown them.
This is what the ATC audio sounds
I
like.
think we-
And next is what yours sounds
What
like.
the fuck?
Key West clearance, go day.
I think I just talked to the wrong frequency.
001 at stand 2. Request IFR
That's not what I
clearance
wanted to do.
Miami.
ND
with information
feet.
That's
uniform.
not what I
Broken
wanted to do
at-
at all. Huh? Come on, X-Plane. Something is really wrong with the radios. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Well, we can use this. Let's try that again. Why did I just hear myself? Key West clearance, good day. Atlas 001 on the ramp 2. Request IFR clearance to Miami with information uniform. Let's try that again. That really just got me a bit confused. We can maybe close the door.
Clearance on request. You're number 1.
I'm number 1. I know, right? I know a good way to open to close the door right now. Hold on. Front. And what we're gonna do...
9001, Atlas 001, cleared to Miami via the Buffed 1 departure, then as filed. Climb and maintain 3000, expect 17010 minutes after departure. Departure on 124.025, squawk 3324, expect runway 9er.
Squawk 3324 and runway 9er. 9er, you have to like really say it like that. Wonderful. Good. It's actually called Giant though. Interesting. Giant 001. Clear to Miami, Buffed 1 departure, runway 09er. Initial climb 3000, expect 17,000. 10 minutes after departure on 124.053324 is the squawk. It's actually called Giant? It's actually called Giant? That's the coolest call sign I've ever heard. Giant 001. I should have like maybe called it Fat. Something like that. Oh, that would be actually insane. What is that? Buff and lag.
At Buff and Lag donated $4.99. Free Palestine and Syria, Palestinian territories emoji, Syria emoji, Free Palestine and Syria, Palestinian territories emoji, Syria
like how it
emoji,
says territories.
Free Palestine and Syria, Palestinian territories
Oh, that's
emoji,
very ironic
Syria
that it says
emoji,
Palestinian
Free Palestine
territories.
and Syria, Palestinian territories emoji, Syria emoji, Free
All right,
Palestine and
ladies and
Syria,
gentlemen.
Palestinian territories
This
emoji,
is
Syria emoji.
great. Okay, so all is well. We have just closed the door, and I think it's about time that we, yeah, we're good. Something I want to do now is, oh my god, that is like fucked. All right, something I want to do now is set up the departure right now. We're gonna use the Buff T1 runway 09er. Perfect, Buff T1, please. Yes, sirski. And we want the transition of, I don't know what the transition is. Moody. That's fine. I think we'll, yeah, that's perfect. Execute. Wonderful. After buffed, we can go direct Pyrex, and then we're pretty much ready to roll otherwise. Wonderful. Flight plan. Good. And Pyrex is the next one. No active runway. No, Pyrex right there on this display. This is perfect. Climb, that's nice. Yeah, we're good. Perfect. The airplane is ready, I think. So what I'll do now is prepare it for flighting, because like somehow these instruments are not ready yet. This doesn't work yet. That's not too good. Even though I've turned on the radio bus, this is working. Oh, this I haven't even done. We haven't even aligned that, but that's all right. What else? Anti-skid, we definitely will need that. Well, maybe, I don't know. Probe heat, turn that on. This airplane should have the sufficient power to actually work properly. Our QNH is 3004, which makes sense. It's pretty much sea level. It's almost actually negative, so that is good. The fact that this isn't working is a bit concerning. I really don't know why. We're gonna set this to INS mode, and also this INS. Yep. Well, this is clearly showing different things. I hope this airplane isn't like fundamentally broken, you know. Right. Everything else is good though. We've got 9,000 kilograms of actual turkey on board, which is amazing. And something I will... Oh yeah, this is what was wrong. The standby power wasn't actually set on, and now the airplane is alive. That is beautiful. All good. Perfect. The airplane is very much alive. And this is working. Yes, sir, it's working. Okay, I think we're ready. What I'm going to do now is turn off the air conditioning, because no one needs that. And let's see if we can somehow push back. I wonder how that works here. Ground. Okay, we have to remove the chocks.
Remove the chocks.
Close all them doors. Thanks. Open that. That is closed. Closed. Nose door is closed. Side door is open. We want to definitely get rid of that. How do we remove the side doors on this thing? Oh, we've got, sir, we've got someone.
Ground, disconnect ground power. Cockpit to ground, disconnect ACU.
How did you know I was German? Kind of accent right there. So something is weird. Why is the side door?
Power disconnected. ACU disconnected.
Side door. How do I close the side door? Hello? Is there an actual way to do that? Open. This says close. Why is the side? Well, something we can do is use cheats. The good thing is about X-Plane that I've generally learned how to like use the data revs here, so we can just go side and hope I can find. Yeah, there we go. I can find the data rev. Oh wow! What a quick closing we have done. All right, so we're ready for pushbacking. I don't know how it works though. So ground service. How do we ground? No. Pushback? No. I mean, we can maybe use this ground handling menu. This is like the thing. I don't really use X-Plane. This is like my first time like doing a full flight with it, you know. Where's the ground handling window? Perfect. Good. Key West ground Giant 001 request pushback and startup. So yeah, we have 127,000 kilograms. No, push not approved. Tail south. Swiss Giant 001. So we're gonna use runway 9, right? So like this. Wow, the other one. Okay, that makes now a lot of sense. Good. Now, what I'm gonna do now is, what did I want to do? Oh yeah, I wanted to make sure the airplane is aligned. Let me just quickly check that out. ILS fast. Perfect. So has this plane already aligned? Well, it's found its location somehow, I guess. Status. Yeah, I think. Well, this thing doesn't really have a radar. Oh, we can use this. What does this radar even do? What is this? Is that for weather? That's an old ass radar. I mean, it's a whole old ass airplane. It has no TCAS simply because I've turned it off, I think. I'm just confused about literally anything. All right, this is fine. Good. So this thing is, I guess, a lot. Yeah, it knows its location, it knows its position. That's perfect. This airplane is ready. So let's get the tail south, meaning we want to face pretty much straight, so we can do that.
742 heavy. Request pushback straight back.
Foxtrot, Papa 742 heavy. No pushback service available.
Okay. No pushback service available. Thanks very much, X-Plane. That's not very helpful at all. So what I'm going to do now is just turn on these engines. CF6, after all. Barnstable County. Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Thanksgiving to you, too. Appreciate it. All right. So, engine number 2 and 3, number 4 should turn on, and they don't. Let's see why that is. APU is working and it's giving pressure. This engine to turn on, but maybe you have to turn on the air pump on this. And that is off. This is off. Engines aren't turning on though. Great. So what have?
Engine 3.
Oh, never mind. That was on. All right, never mind. Start engine 3. I want to see the valve open. That's kind of the point. I want to.
Starting engine 4. Starting engine 4.
Shut up.
Engine 1.
Oh my god.
2. Starting engine 2.
That isn't working. Let's see. This is like the thing about flying an old airplane like this. Oh, I haven't turned on the fuel pump, but they won't do anything. I just need air to circulate into the engines, you know. Engine valve. Good. Perfect. Just want to turn that on. How much fuel do we have on board? I actually have no idea. We're going to check it out. Oh my god. What in the... Dude!
OMG. At Karmic 1685
Hello
donated
again.
$99.99.
Oh my goodness.
Happy Thanksgiving to you and Swiss 001. Turkey emoji. Wishing you and the turkeys a smooth sailing flight.
Thank you very much, Cal. I really appreciate that. That's insane. Thanks. I hope your new job is good. The PAX isn't working though. That's kind of weird. Why can I get like the PAX are working, the APU is working. I'm troubleshooting what is wrong here. Why this airplane isn't turning on is probably a simple solution. We've got this. Engine number 4 should turn on in a jiff. Oh, because I put it into flight start. I'm such a fuck.
Starting engine 4.
That's the problem.
Engine 4.
Yeah, there we go. I put it into flight start to ground start. So of course this didn't work. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and this is definitely the coolest engine instruments I've ever seen here. We can see the N2 compressor starting to spool up here. This is like the craziest one. I wonder if this is not a screen. N2's 10%? Perfect, that's induced fuel. Give it fuel. Fuel on. Yes!
Light up.
Light up, and we can literally hear the spinach on the engine. We can see it starting to spin, ladies and gentlemen. This is perfect. Yep, engine number 4. It's turning on. Beautifully. I like that. This is nice. And as they say, I'm like locked now. Look at this. Alright, beautiful. And number 4 is on. And engine number 3 we shall turn on too. So let's do that. System 2 is work. Oh, that's the ground start again. Oh my god, I'm so retarded.
Starting engine 3.
Starter valve open.
Turkey mentioned is funny. Then we have these different views here that okay, that's interesting. Okay. All good. Let's go ahead and set the heading to runway heading. And I want to get this into INS mode. And I just hope that I will somehow find out how to use this autopilot. Well, we'll have to fly the airplane kind of manually, though. So I want this to be set to IAS. Airspeed is 250 knots. That's totally fine. Turn on the flight director. Turn on the auto throttle, which already works. And as you can... Oh my god. No, I didn't mean to do that. The auto throttle is very rudimentary. Did you see? So I turned on the auto throttle and it put on fuel power. Full power, I mean. So, fuel on. Let's... Yep, it's lighting up. The engine number 3, is turning on as well. This is the coolest ever, like, visualization of that. That's insane. Look at that. Engine number 3 is turning on. Wonderful. Okay, and now, next one. Engine number 1 and number 2. Yes, sir.
Starter valve open.
Starter valve open.
Engine 2.
Starter valve open. He sounds very much like someone from Amsterdamian. He sounds like Amsterdamian. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Giant 001.
N2 10%.
Yep. Engine number 1.
Fuel on.
Yes. And I want
Light up.
N2 10% on the engine number 2 as well, and then all our engines are on. That's actually pretty cool. I should have actually flown Turkish Airlines though. Kind of realized that. I made a bit of a mistake. And number 2 turning on as well. Light up is good. Let's get the flaps to 10 degrees.
Starter off.
Perfect. We're good.
Flaps 10.
Flaps are set to 10 indeed. Turn on the generators. And so turn off the APU. Nope, I want that off. Thank you. This is working. This is running. This airplane is ready. We've got 15,000 kilograms of fuel in all the 4 tanks. So we've got plenty of fuel. This will definitely be enough. I'm totally happy with this. This airplane is ready to roll, finally. Key West Ground, Giant 001, request taxi. This might be one of the best flights ever. Like, genuinely. Now we have... What did he just say? I couldn't understand him. This is probably like the old avionics here. Hey, request taxi for Giant 001. I like that name. You know. I like that name.
10-01, runway 9 taxi via Bravo 9 Alpha 1.
What? Taxi runway 9 via Bravo 9 Alpha 1. Giant 001. I just forgot the call sign for a second. Alright, so we want Bravo Alpha. So, which one? Bravo 9er. Where the hell is Bravo 9er? I can't even see it from here. Probably doesn't matter. So we're going to use this. And then Alpha and Alpha 1 is our holding point. Wonderful. So we're just going to taxi. This is a small airport. So brake is released by just using the brakes. Brake released. And we're ready. Let's go. We've got a takeoff alert.
Stabilized.
What's the matter? Are we not in the takeoff range or something like that? We're not. The green is in the takeoff range of trim. Perfect. And so we're moving. The 747 is moving. We've got 4 throttles. And as you can see, these engines spool up nicely. And that looks insane. Look at that. That is so cool. Oh, come on. Come on. Move. Yes. Damn, we need a lot of power. Are these tires blown? Move! Oh, have I not turned on nose wheel steering? No, it is yaw, so this should work. Come on. Okay. I'm ready to fly. How are you feeling? I know those King Airs will... I mean, we haven't crashed into them. They're just a bit scared, I reckon. Okay, flight control check. Everything works. We've got a flight control alert again. Why? What for? This thing is literally perfect. I mean, flight control, oh my god, this is the runway entry. Oh, we just nearly entered the... Sorry, this is the runway entry. We just back up. You didn't see anything. We just illegally entered the runway. No problem, though. I'll blame it on Atlas Air. Sorry, we just entered the runway. And sometimes that happens. Oh my god. This thing is horrible to taxi. Move! Alright, now we're moving. Okay, now we are definitely in the second floor, which is really cool. You just sit so high up, right? Okay, let me turn on those lights right here. And in fact, oh my god, the zooming is... Alright, there you go. Let's turn on the landing lights as well. Runway turn-off lights, that, all the lights, honestly. I think that can't never be bad. Auto brake should be set to max.
Auto brake off. Auto brake off.
Oh, I think we have to set it to... Okay, I see. We have to set it to arm mode. I think that makes sense. Okay, wonderful. So this airplane right now, it fits on the taxiway, to be honest. So that's a start. Just barely does. Look at that. We're just moving. 9 tons, 127,000 euros worth of turkey is now going to fly. Are you guys ready to see? I'm ready to see that. There's a body gear switch which you can turn on. What do you mean? Like, why? Why would I want to do that? This is all working. We've got yaw damper. Everything's working just as expected. So this is perfect. Let's fly. Let's fly, ladies and gentlemen. Where should I buy a good budget flight sim setup in the UK? Well, Windwing. Just buy something Chinese, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm really waiting. 118.2, bye-bye. Giant 001. All right, Callum, this takeoff is for you, sir. Okay. Key West Tower, good day. Giant 001, holding point Alpha 1 runway 09 are ready for departure. And we're so ready. This airplane is ready. I can smell the readiness of these turkeys.
Giant 001, Key West Tower, runway 9er, winds 130 at 7. RNAV Moody, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, RNAV Moody. Okay, Giant 001. Okay, this airplane isn't very heavy now, since it's really like those turkeys don't weigh a lot, as I've previously mentioned. So we don't even have to use the whole runway right here. Aside from the fact that we also have an EMAS safety bed anyway here, right? So if we overrun, okay, with this kind of mass that this airplane has, we will still overrun. This is not the longest runway, I just realized. I haven't done any of the pre-departure calculations, but look, we're actually on time. We're like 11 minutes before scheduled departure, so this is perfect. I just need to move. The problem is I don't have a differential thrust, so that makes my ground movement a lot worse. So, no takeoff alert. Runway 09er identified. And takeoff. Come on, get into position. Hold on. And now, takeoff. Takeoff power set. Airspeed is alive. 8 knots, both sides. Wonderful. Cross check. This airplane is flying and it's very loud from the outside. 120 knots. 140 knots. Let's get the airplane from the outside and rotate. Look at the beautiful eagle claw this airplane features. I'm liking this. Okay. Pause flight and gear up. Gear is up. And we need to really make a left turn very soon. Or we can let the autopilot manage that. Flaps up.
Flaps up.
And set on the autopilot. Right there. That is that. And this.
Giant 001, contact
this is loud. That's very loud. 124.025. Giant 001. Okay, is this airplane working? I don't even know. Does it? Is it working? It should turn left now, which it isn't doing.
Giant 01, say again.
Roger. That's fine. Okay, this is perfect. Set this to IAS mode. I want to turn left, please. Sir. Ah, now. There we go. I've done it. I've turned on the autopilot on the 747. Well, we're kind of flying over the airbase now, so we would get shot down in real life. But, you know, this is a star. This is not bad. So, 124.025. Key West... Oh, key departure, good day. Giant 001... 5,300 feet. That's way too high. 5,300 feet, descending to 3,000 feet. God damn it. I set up 3,000, you massive idiot. Hold.
Giant 001, Navy Key West approach, radar contact. Climb and maintain 16,000.
Climb and maintain 16,000, Key West, Giant 001. You're absolutely stupid then. All right, let's do 16,000 feet and don't die. Why? I've turned on auto throttle. This autopilot is absolutely useless. Look at this. This thing doesn't work. So it goes full power. And I'm definitely not telling it to do that. What's the matter with this thing? At least it's like somehow able to fly the...
001, direct Moody, then is filed, please.
Direct Moody, Giant 001. What in the world is this autopilot doing? It's like we're super fast, right? But that's fine. This airplane is fine. We're good, I think. Right, so this is nicely flying over the Keys. I just want to make sure everything works. And yeah, no, nothing is actually working at all. Vertical speed. Maybe put this back into like climb mode. Something like that, so this airplane climbs again. So please climb.
001, climb and maintain 17,000.
Climb and maintain 17,000. Giant 001. This airplane is absolutely like useless. Look, so it's climbing now. It's at 4,000. We've got insane performance. It's absolutely incredible. I like this. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Alice Air 747 is flying. Somehow. I mean, we're still alive. What's your opinion on the MD-11? It's great. I mean, there's a reason why. I knew one Lufthansa cargo airline pilot who he had a bit of a love-hate relationship with this plane, and that's kind of the best way to describe it overall. I mean, the plane flies pretty shitty. It's super like sluggish. It's super hard to flare properly. Sometimes an engine falls off, or the cabin catches fire. It's got a weird safety history, despite not being that old. Right? I mean, the design, in terms of the design, it's not that old. It's got some weird crashes. What was that? Did I hear something? Oh, we're at 11,000 feet now. And it's funny. Because, like, the same tensions now, it's recognized that we're a cargo plane, which is why we don't have Georgina on board. Do you just realize this? This is why we don't hear Georgina making passengers announcements. Because they don't exist. I didn't know that. That's actually insane. Alright, either way, everything's good. So yeah, is that the Fearless 747-200? Yes, sir. It's the new 747-200 Foxtrot. In the FP options, you can reduce the exterior engine sound. Oh, really? Oh, that might actually be very nice because it's very loud. So next, random fail period. Uh-oh. And engine gauges is tape. That's cool. Crew accent. FF equipment. How do I... Where's the sound? Oh, external sound value. There we go. Oh, a lot better. That's a lot better. What's the best 737 model? I think the 737-600 is best. I have my reasons. If I were a 737, I would be the 600, probably. Alright, let's maybe fly at a faster speed. We can select maybe like something like 300 and something knots, which means the airplane will level off for now, if the autopilot worked correctly. The airplane should level off now. It's doing that, I think. And so it's going... I don't know, it's not really doing that. I've just kind of realized. I don't know. So yeah, we will arrive in 18 minutes. I like this new banner that we got here.
1,000 to level off.
Great. Check. I like how the auto throttle like has no function. Like it'll just go full power. I bet you it will just pass through the... Oh, no. What the hell? Oh, is this the way to roll it? No. How do we stop this airplane from climbing? We're now at 18,000 feet. We're way too high. We're still climbing. This airplane is absolutely broken. Or maybe I'm broken. It might be either way. So wait, no, I don't want that. I want minus. Please descend now to 17,000 feet. Please, are you able to do that? Why would you have this in the first place?
Contact Miami Center on 132.2.
133.2. Giant Station 1, bye-bye. 132.2, bye-bye. That was messed up. And now we're over speeding, as I told you. Oh, we're not, actually. This airplane is just stupid. Miami Center, good day. Giant 001, 18... Well, flight level 180, descending to 17,000 feet. Good day. Look at this. Oh, we can actually... This is the cool thing about X-Plane. We can see our plane all the way from a aircraft carrier.
001, Miami Center, good afternoon.
So somewhere in the skies. I don't know what's the point of that, but hey. We're overspeeding. As I told you, this autopilot doesn't work. Hey, great. Thanks. Thank you very much for not working. So I might as well just hand fly the airplane. Okay, let's try that again. Yeah, let's do altitude select. So it'll reach 17,000 feet. Good. Alright. Make an engine the width of the Antonov An-225 and X-plane. So you want me to experiment around with...
Giant 001, Miami Center, expect the Sandbar 3 arrival. I'll have you descending in just a minute.
Okay, Giant 01, expect Sandbar 3 arrival. And expect to send in a minute or two. Giant 01. Alright, alright, this is holding altitude. This is working well. So we want the Sandbar. There's a load of departures since this is, after all... Hey, Miami Center, Giant 001, what runway can we expect? Because there's different arrivals for each runway.
Giant 001, expect runway 8 right at Miami.
Expect 8 right. Fly by faith? How are we lagging so much? Am I lagging? Am I lagging badly? How many frames? I didn't miss a single frame. Did we really lag? Oh, we did lag. But for some reason... That's weird. For some reason, my laptop isn't saying that we lag. Like, that's really weird. But we're flying towards Sandbar. So this is working. It's all going to plan. I'm sorry about the lagging. That's, like, weird. That shouldn't happen. I really don't know why that happened. But hey, let's pretend this is all good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, flying the normal 777X. No. Well, oh yeah, it might be still in my description. I wonder how good of a landing we can do. Why are we delivering so many turkeys again? Cause it's Thanksgiving, man.
At McBooker 550.
I know no one here really cares except the Americans.
Delivering so many turkeys again.
When you're ready to begin your descent, descend and maintain 13,000. Altimeter 3004.
Roger, Giant 001, cleared Sandburr and descent 13,000, 3004, altimeter. Alright, let's select that. Yeah, that's still the altimeter, that's the thing here. I would like you to descend now, so please do that. Now, how do we make this airplane descend this way? So I reckon this airplane won't have any auto landing either. Are turkeys going to a turkey sanctuary? No. I don't know the tradition of like eating a turkey though. Like, what's the point? Is that like a country thing? Alright, perfect. So we're flying in a sandbar. I hope this works. I have actually no idea what I'm doing whatsoever. Something we can already do is select the runway 8 right. Chart, so approach. 8 right. Where is 8 right? There it is. ILS. So we're going to select the frequency right here. So it's going to be 110.3. 110.3. Yes, sir. 110.3. Hello, Zach Joseph Planes. Make sure to join the Discord server. You guys are really supportive now. This is crazy. So 110.3. Yep. Perfect. And I'm ready. Are you guys ready? I'm ready. This is perfect. We're going to do a nice landing. In the sandbar. We're descending. We're some little fast. I wish the auto throttle was somehow more useful because it doesn't work at all. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Giant 001, contact Miami approach on 118.1.
118.1, bye-bye, Miami, Giant 001. Miami approach, good day, Giant 001. At 15,000 feet, descending to 13,000 feet. This is nice. This is nice. We're flying. I'm relaxed. Everything's good.
001, Miami approach, good afternoon, Miami altimeter 3004. Expect the ILS runway 8 right approach into Miami.
Altimeter 3004, expect ILS runway 8 right. I didn't say the call sign, but you get the deal. Someone donated a sticker that says noob, and for some reason, I think my streaming software filtered that out for hatred. No, I don't think it has a filter, but I think it gets confused by stickers, I feel like.
001, descend and maintain 11,000.
So maintain 11,000. Giant 01. So let's go ahead and slow down. Well, not slow down. Let's go and descent. We're nicely slowing down. We're just a bit too high. So we're going Moria. Hazom is where we're going. Hazom? Sandbar and then Hazom. We should be at 13,000 feet at most, and we're too high. That's fine. We're just going to do that. We're just going to descend quicker. That works, ladies and gentlemen. Right. Swiss, when will we play Flight Gear Flight Sim again? Well, it's a free flight sim. I don't know if super interesting though. You know what I mean? I think the A320 and all that is great. Maybe I can take a look at it again. Maybe there's some good new models and stuff for it. Okay, the airplane is following diligently to the flight plan that we've entered in. And we've got a leg where we're supposed to be at 4,000. And we're going to get radar vectors probably to the final approach course, depending on what goes and what doesn't. And now the auto throttle, which has turned out to be extremely useless. It's doing well, though. We're descending. I'm so ready for landing. We're now at 0.7 the times the speed of sound. So that's not bad.
Giant 001, descend and maintain 4,000.
So maintain 4,000, Giant 001. Good. So 4,000, no trouble. We're just gonna do that. And the airplane is descending more and more. And now we want 250 knots, please. Which this thing won't even do. Because like the auto throttle doesn't work anyway. So it should go idle. Oh, it is idle. So this is fine. We're just now a bit too fast. We're 100 knots too fast, in fact. So this is about to be very illegal. We're going to have a very American man doing some very American screaming at us for flying poorly. Okay, wait. I want runway 08 right. So we're going to change to that. And I want some sort of chart later, of course. We're going to use that right now. Runway 8 right. Perfect. At leg, there's Chrome. Copra. Oh, that's the one. Okay, perfect. Got leg, then Copra. So we can just move Copra over there. Perfect. Okay, we're doing a right turn. We're about to cross 10,000 feet, which is why I'm just going to set altitude hold mode on right now. So I want the airplane just to simply slow down. Miami is there somewhere, I guess. Let's make sure that I've selected the right frequency for the ILS runway 08 right and a half.
001, descend and maintain 4,000, turn right heading 060 vectors for the ILS runway 8 right approach.
Roger. Turn left heading 060 and descend and maintain 4,000. Giant 001. Alright, so it's giving us vectors as predicted. So what heading is it? Are we at right now? We're at heading 60, so we don't have to...
Giant 001, okay. Speed below 250 knots.
Roger, speed below 250 knots. Giant 001. Hey, that you're not seeing this.
Turn left heading 045.
Turn left heading 045. Giant 001. And
Giant 001, 14 miles from Copra. Turn left heading 045, descend and maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 8 right approach.
Cleared ILS runway 8 right approach. Giant 001. Alright, so let's go ahead and descend now, but quick. Yes, the airplane is doing that. I think we're a bit too high. We're very much too high. The airport's literally like somewhere right there. We're supposed to be far, far lower at leg. We're supposed to be at 3,000 feet now, basically. What I'm saying. So, yeah, we're cooked. Yeah, great. Wonderful. Great. We're supposed to be at 3,000 feet now. We're not. But, hey, this is a plane that can descend very quickly. Okay? And it's doing that. So everything is good. Right? Okay, so we are soon going to cross the ILS path. So I'm going to prepare for a nice ILSization. In fact, we can now go right to Copra. That's probably a better way to do it. So position Copra and then INS. Yeah, the localizer is arriving. We're just a bit too, yeah, we're too high. We're way too high. The runway is like literally right in front of us. Sort of. But we can manage it. Honestly, we can probably descend very nicely. Yeah, so we're way too high even on the far glide slope. So this is like down. Oh, this is good. Look, we're now descending at 4,000 feet per minute. We can add some more drag by putting it down some flaps. That will balloon us a little bit, maybe. Oh, hey, we're good. Let's go and butter. Okay, please, if you butter, you get $500 from someone. If you don't, you have to give the turkeys to homeless people. Wait, so what? You're not the one doing the $500 thing, though, so you're kind of like out of the deal? Is that how I understand it? Great. It's a great deal. Oh, yeah, by the way, this is perfect. We can set land mode on. So it's working, I think. All right, it's killing itself as well, sort of. I feel like. Why is this not working? Autopilot is... push to reset. We've got autopilot off. We do. God, this is an ugly sound. Okay, that has definitely not worked very well, I admit. Wonderful. Okay, so where is... No, we need to turn right.
001, contact Miami Tower on 118.3.
118.3, Giant 001. Okay, that hasn't definitely not worked as well as I'd hoped. Either way, this is like not working at all. What's wrong here? This is like completely broken. But hey. Where's the runway? Where's the airport? Isn't it supposed to... Oh, so I can have visual contact. So we're way too low now. Too low and slow. So we're going to put the speed brakes out. Put the flaps out as well. I mean, put the speed brakes 8 and those...
Flaps 25.
Yes, sir.
Flap 30.
Alright, so how far along are we? We're right there. And we need a bit more power. Yeah. At LOM, we're supposed to be at 1,500. We're good. Sort of, I feel like. I don't know. Radio. Now this is working. Let me see if we can turn this back on again. So the autopilot is working. I was wrong about that. It's just like doing very poor flying. I feel like. Maybe I set the course wrong. 09 or 2? Sorry. That's better. And now I've messed it up completely. Nope. Alright. I will not use the autopilot then. Enemy target day. Giant 001. Final approach runway 08 right on ILS. Well, sort of. We're just kind of hand flying the plane. If you saw this on Flight Radar, it wouldn't really look very promising. Alright,
Giant 001, Miami Tower, roger. Continue approach runway 8 right.
Continue approach runway 8 right. Giant 001. And something I'm doing now is I'm going to turn on the auto brakes to mid. Like, we've got a long runway. After all, this is Miami.
Giant 001, continue approach runway 8 right.
Okay, the problem with Miami, and that's the reason why we should really do this ILS approach, is that I don't know which runway is which. I'm just guessing this is runway 8 right, because it's on the right of runway 8 left. But there's also runway 9, which is not to be confused with, okay? So this is runway 8 right. I mean, you might as well just confuse it with this and think maybe there's a runway 8 center right there. But no. This is perfect. Alright, we're now at 130 knots. I'm just refusing to use the autopilot whatsoever because it's like absolutely unfunctional. Oh my god, can you see this? Look at this check. Wow, that is so cool. That's how you test it? Why didn't they just use an LCD? I mean, even the 60s, they were like LCDs somewhat. That's insane that it... Alright. Okay, so we can basically hand fly this ILS, to be honest. So you can see that. We need to turn left a little bit. So our diamond's right here. I feel like this compass is very inconveniently placed, you know. But we can just turn off the yoke and then have a better view. Look, so...
Giant 001, winds 150 at 7. Runway 8 right, cleared to land.
Runway 8 right, clear to land. Giant 001. Someone is spamming. Can you make a video about how bad Louisiana airports are? How are they bad? Like, what, in what way? Stupid. Alright, let's go and land. I'm ready. Let's make the most aerodynamic plane and see how fast it flies. Okay. Something I wanted to do is make a wing that is not aerodynamic, right? I mean, you probably have heard of like the idea of airfoils, right? How a wing has to be shaped in order to generate lift, in order to put a stream of wind so that there is higher pressure below and lower pressure above the airfoil, and that creates lift, right? What happens if you remove the airfoil? If you just make it like maybe like a piece of paper or something like that? Windows security. We just got a Microsoft Defender summary. Your device was scanned 3 times and we did not find any threats. Thank you. Alright, we're a bit too high still, but that's alright. I need to trim the airplane. I don't have trim. I don't have a trim selector, so I'm going to trim it this way. So a way to do it. No, I need more trim.
500.
Or maybe more speed. Now we're getting a bit too low territory. Are you guys ready for a butter landing? We need more speed. This airplane feels like in slow motion. Nope, I messed it up. This is a floater.
20.
Oh, come on! Back to 20.
10.
Oh, no, that was the shittiest landing I've ever done. And another bounce.
Check reverse.
Reset. Speed breaks out. That is the worst flare done ever. But we did it, though. Something I'm wondering about is why doesn't Miami have any buildings? Great! This is...
Giant 001, welcome to Miami. Contact ground on 121.8.
121.8. Bye-bye. Giant 001. Great. So we did it there. We did it. Well, where are we supposed to go? We're supposed to go into... Oh, you know what? Something I would do is I would like to replay this landing because I want to have a look at it. That was the worst. But we can look at it in like a slow motion though, right? I mean, at least we didn't crash and we have so much runway available that it really doesn't matter. But the bounce, like the way that I wanted to really float it, like wanted to really butter this, which is something you don't really do in a 747, right? You're supposed to like really push it down, especially on a cargo plane. That wasn't a good landing at all. I feel like this plane is like, do we want to land? Yeah, no, yeah, Do we want to land? Look at the animation though. Isn't that cool to look at? Look at how each individual gear is like spinning or not spinning. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? You know what? The actual gear animation isn't even correct though. I just kind of realized that. Come on. At what point are you gonna touch down? Never? Ah, there we go. That's how it works then, I guess. Wonderful stuff. So this was a great flight, I feel like. This is wonderful. So everybody, Turkey mentioned is the point of this stream, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I've just spawned into the loader. But it doesn't matter. Look at that. Look at all those turkeys. 1,000, 100 and... Oh my god, we have an engine failure. It's actually compressor stall. What's wrong? Why did we compressor stall? We lost engine number 2. We did. Completely dead. What the hell was that? Did you see that? The airplane died. So everybody, what a stupid flight. I'm not gonna taxi through this because like there's not even any buildings at all. I think I messed up the scenery here. And Miami. That doesn't really look correct at all. So I'm gonna give all of those 100,000 turkeys to homeless people. That's a great idea. Just like the people on TikTok do it. I'm gonna go have dinner now. And thank you guys so much for watching this. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, I guess. So goodbye, everybody. Love you. Bye-bye. Good night.